Alright, time to get the stream started. Been a while since I streamed anything. I did try to stream this last night, but it came out terrible, so I deleted it, and I'm going to try this one more time. Hopefully the audio is coming through better balanced. Yesterday the game audio was obnoxiously loud, so I toned that down, and my mic volume should be sensitive enough to pick me up, not picking up background noise, hopefully. Welcome to The Legend of Dragoon, one of the best JRPGs from the 2000 era.
Great Commander, this way.
So, this is her.
Hey, he brought Aerith Holy. She's activating Holy. In fact, this is actually what happens when Aerith activates Holy in Final Fantasy VII. The energy carries through dimensions.
Put her in custody. Is this really necessary?
It is His Majesty, Emperor Dole's command to take that girl into custody.
Who is she?
That is not your concern.
Alright, so we have the intro to the game. This army invaded a village, completely burned it to the ground, killed a bunch of people, and abducted the village girl. The green-tusked dragon. No, that's a praying mantis. Chance of war more likely. With any luck, yes. Can't have a good game story without some sort of conflict. Who am I? I'm the last mercenary you're ever gonna meet. What does it look like I'm doing? Ah, very good. Okay, that's a little more than a praying mantis. That's like a praying mantis that rode around in the same ooze as the turtles. Run for your life! That is definitely a monster. At that point, I pulled out a microphone and just got the thing's attention. Alright, there are a lot of things that could be, but that is not a dragon. Yeah, I was surprised too. Yeah, it's strange it doesn't look like a dragon. Why, is it your hometown or something? Oh, look at that. I'm thinking there is a way, otherwise he wouldn't be the main character I'm playing as. On the ground. Everybody is on the ground. Where the soldiers put them. Alright, let's get rid of the HUD arrow. I don't need that. Oh man, he just slashed that guy. I'm not even reading the text boxes, I'm just trying to get out of the game here. Blah blah blah, empty threat, blah blah blah, knighthood, I don't know. They're gonna die. Alright, so talking about the game, if you played JRPGs, you know what to expect. If you played this, you know what to expect even better. It's a turn-based strategy game, so you can't control the character in battle. I know most people watching have probably played this game, they know, but I make my videos for people, for both, people who know the game and people who don't. So for those who don't, this is a turn-based game where you defeat enemies, earn stats, and get stronger over time. Some RPGs, Pokemon, make it very easy to build your levels. Some RPGs, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy VII Remake, are pretty average. You know, they make you work for it a little. Then there is this game. This game really makes you work for it. I'm going to kill 2 enemies here, and then I'll show you the level up screen.
Yes!
Now, before I get to that, in older RPGs, you would select the attack, and your character would just run up to the enemy and attack. There was no interaction with you in the game. This one, to do maximum damage, you have to hit the X button at exactly the right second in the middle of your attack to execute an attack combination. This game calls them additions.
Yes! Double slash!
So I just executed 2 double slashes. Now, we go to the experience screen. I killed 2 enemies, I got 4 XP and 6 gold. I need 20 XP. So, for a ratio, each enemy is 2. I need to kill 10 of them just to gain 1 level. That's not too bad. It gets a lot worse because the required XP rises exponentially with each level. And the amount of XP gained from area to area does not rise proportionally. So, like, I have to kill 10 enemies to level up here. Halfway through the game, you're gonna have to kill 50. Towards the end game, you're gonna have to go through 100 to 150 if you're gonna max level. Oh, green robe guy keeled over. Oh, and apparently, village girl's name is Shauna. Hey, green robe guy, how'd you get over here? Oh, now he has a name. He didn't have a name when he was leaning against the fence, but now that he's in the middle of the village, he has a name. I like how this crow in the foreground was just watching him die, waiting for its chance to just start plucking at him. Okay, Shauna was taken away. But where to? I don't know. I know he does know. This guy knows. The Grey Knight. Helena Prison. Alright. Helena Prison. Isn't there a town in Montana the same name? It's probably spelled different. Don't know how different it actually is, though. I always had the feeling I would like Montana. I should head out there someday.
Yes! Double flash!
Magic attack. I'm on fire. That was a hot attack. Alright, mini boss time.
Yes! Double flash!
I really wish they actually put out the budget to do American translating, because there's some English slang that we just do not use here.
Yes! Double flash!
I should have specified American English translating, because there's some UK English slang that we do not use.
Yes! Double flash!
Alright, I'm almost dead. So time to heal. You have two ways to heal in this game. You can take a healing item, like the healing potion, or you can defend. Taking the healing item costs you the item, defending costs you nothing. However, defending, you only gain 10% of your health back, so if I defend, I'm only going to go to 8. He'll kill me if I do that. So let's use a potion. A lot better than defending. Now later on in the game, once you reach a higher level and gain higher HP, you can actually save your items and completely recover with a fair amount of ease just by defending.
Yes! Double flash!
Oh, and I got my 2 healing potions back. That's awesome. And I gained a level. And a new addition. So, in this game, you get a number of characters that join you. Each character has different attack combos. Dart, the main character here, I think he learns between 6 and 8 different attacks. There's another character later who only learns 2 or 3, so they don't all learn the same number, but the attacks all level up the same. Or I should say level up the same way. I'll explain that in a minute. Alright. Let's get out of Sales, however you say this town. I don't know. Helena Prison. Looks like it's about to fall into the water. One good earthquake and it'll all be a memory. I'll be nice. I won't make a poke from behind joke. Now here's one thing you know for certain. I just hit my mic, that probably muted me. One thing you know for certain in any JRPG or anime, when you see a bulked up character, like the warden here, Frugal, and a smaller character, like 1/3 their size, completely cloaked, you can bet that that smaller character is about 500 times more powerful than the bulked up character. Because that's how anime works. Look at that, he put him down with a sword that doesn't even have a blade. It does, it's just a graphical error. There we go. You can see it for like one frame when he put it back under his cloak. Oh, there you go, you can see the blade on there now. Alright, this is the overworld map. In this game, you want to know where to go. Use the R2 button to pull the map back. And this is the entire world you get to explore throughout the game. The only exception, I think the only area you don't go to, is the tan area to the right of the map. Just to the right of the red triangle. That whole area running north to south, you don't ever go there. Everywhere else, at some point or another, there will be a point of interest. And you can see Helena Prison is marked on the map. That is our destination. We will enter the forest. Now the whole point of a JRPG or RPG in general, you build your stats to get stronger to progress through the game, because as you progress through the game, the enemies get stronger. In modern times, some developers have implemented this really annoying level equalizing AI, where whatever level you are, the enemies match it. I am completely against that. I despise it. I think that completely undermines the point of a level system. Because if you can't level yourself ridiculously above the enemies so that you kill them easier and easier the stronger you get, there's no reward for level building. Because no matter what you do, the enemies always match you. Now that's one awesome thing about an old game like this. This was made before that AI was even developed. So the enemies in each area are at fixed levels. That means you can level grind and get ridiculously stronger than the enemies, which makes the game a lot of fun. And for someone who thinks the way I do, that is a major payoff for gameplay. Let's heal. Let's get rid of the weaker enemy first.
Yes! Double lash!
I'm not sure I saw what I think I saw, but I'll look again.
Yes! Double lash! Yes! Double lash!
Alright, so the enemies can use magic just like you can. Right now, it's not that bad.
Yes!
Later in the game, about 2/3 the way through to the end, if you see an enemy do a magic attack, as soon as you see the light swirl in front of it, your heart should be up in your throat, because a lot of enemies have one-shot hits that will kill you or any party member they hit, regardless of what you have for defense. It's a real cheap system, which kind of, in a sense, gives balance to what I was just talking about, being able to over-level them. Kind of. Get out of here, Garfield. Oh, look at that. Little Cloud and Little Tifa playing. And yes, when I play 7 Remake, or I should say Rebirth, I will be making the same jokes. I'll be calling them Dart and Shauna. I hope I fight a chicken again. I want to see if I saw what I thought I saw. Nope, no chickens. Just rattatas.
Yes! Double lash! Yes! Double lash!
Another level up. Alright, so before I go to Helena, one more fight. Oh, a chicken. Okay. Yep, I saw what I thought I saw. Not touching that.
Yes! Double lash!
Not touching that one. Not with a 10-foot pole. Alright, so I did a little talking about leveling. In a lot of RPGs, your character levels, stats go up, and it's all pretty much automatic. Some RPGs, especially modern ones, let you allocate how many points to each stat. This game is not that advanced. So your strength, defense, actually, yeah, all these all go up at fixed intervals each level. So attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense, speed. I never bothered learning what the last four are. I'm not even kidding. I played this game, I owned it in 2000 when it was new. And I played this game a dozen times. I even recently went through it and max leveled everybody, which was a very tedious job. And I still never bothered to learn what those last four stats were. Top right, you can see what you have equipped. Every character has equipment, a weapon, head armor, body armor, leg armor, and one accessory. This is where you change the armor. In this edition is where you look at and change your attack combinations. So Dart right now knows two attack combinations. Double Slash, which you've seen me rip off successfully 14 times in a row. I don't think I actually missed a single one yet. I will. I'll miss plenty, but I think this is the longest I've gone without missing one. And then there's Volcano, something I learned at like level 2 or 3. You can see Double Slash does 150 damage, Volcano does 200 damage. As you build up your attack, next on the far right there, next level 14/20, that means after successfully doing Double Slash 20 times, the level LV on the left column will go up 1. I believe each attack combination can go up 5 times. When it goes up, the spirit and the damage will generally go up. There are some that have a fixed low damage rate and high spirit, and others that have a fixed low spirit rate with high damage. The last one, Attack Combo 7, has a good balance of both. Now you can also see add, the second column from the left, Double Slash 1. That means you have to press the button once to successfully rip off Double Slash. Volcano, you have to press the button at 3 points in the attack combo. So you know what? I'm going to select Volcano, and we will see what Volcano looks like. Looked like Ganon's bird from Wind Waker up there. How can I sneak in? Well, I have one idea. This is the game giving you a hint. Phrasing. So this game also has action sequences where to do something, the little yellow sign with the exclamation mark appears over the character's head. That indicates an action. Sometimes it's as simple as climbing a ladder. Other times it's in a cinematic like this where you have to control your character during the cinematic. That was a really bad explanation, but if you watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can probably tell I did not script my commentary. This is just me. Alright, let's go over here. Who am I? None of your business. No shit. I like it when video games feel the need to just point something obvious out.
Yes!
I got counterattacked. I totally forgot that I switched to Volcano and was expecting only to have to hit the button once. So, as you saw, since I started the game, when you do an attack, you get a heads up aiming sight, for lack of a better word. You got the little box fixed on the enemy and the larger box that rotates and gets smaller around the enemy. When the large box overlaps with the small box, it flashes white. In that fraction of a second, you have to hit the X button to correctly do the attack combo. Now, if you get the screen to flash and those blue boxes turn red, that means the enemy is countering you, and instead of X, you have to hit circle. I did hit circle on that last one, but my timing was slightly off because I was expecting to do double slash instead of Volcano, because I can't remember 30 seconds ago. So we're going to try Volcano one more time.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
Success. So with accurately timed button presses, you successfully do the attack. Now there's a little mandatory post-battle dialogue here. After that, I'm going to go back into additions and explain one other thing. Now I already talked about leveling up additions. I used Volcano, or I should say I selected it twice. But next level, Volcano, it says I only did it once. You don't get credit for just selecting the attack, you have to successfully perform it. So only the one where he yelled Volcano at the end counted. Gotta do 20 of those for level 2, 40 for 3, and so on. So we're gonna go back to double slash. Now the reason I'm going back to double slash, even though Volcano does 50% more damage, the level ratio in this game is pretty intense. Enemies can be really stronger than you. Oh, hit my boom again. That probably echoed. Enemies can be a lot stronger than you. And it can be very difficult
Double lash!
to catch up to them in levels if you're going through the game too fast. You have to backtrack and go to a weaker area, and that gets really annoying.
Yes! Double lash!
But there's a way around that. What you want to do, you want to do each attack combo you learn for every character 99 times. What that will do is 3 things. It will max level the attack, and because of the experience ratio, as long as you stay in an area that is a moderate challenge for your level, you will gain adequate experience to level up to a decent level for the area, and you'll earn enough gold for the better items as you progress through the game. Now, talking about the items, there are 3 items in this game that I always set my eyes on, and they are mostly... no, actually, they're available early in the game. There's only one late game item, and that's the one for defense. Let's save. These orbs, you saw one in Sales and another one at the beginning of this prison here. These are save points. If I stand over here, go to the menu, you'll see save. I can't select it. If I stand in the light and go into the light, like Carol Ann, I can select save. Alright, I am saved. Now, I was just talking about building levels. I'm gonna rip off 99 double slashes and 99 volcanoes before I move on. 2 reasons for that. The first reason, it'll get me to a decent level for this area. The second reason, if I go up this elevator and progress, this elevator right here, the second character, or I should say the first character who joins your party, joins you in the next area. In this game, let's say you defeat a couple enemies, it gives you 10 experience points. If you have multiple people in your party, they don't all get 10. Those experience points are evenly divided between the number of characters that you have in your party, which makes leveling even more tedious. Now, I could go up there, and it's kind of an area where you keep running to one direction or the other, and it's an endless circle, and every time you go to a new screen, it's a very short run to a new screen each time, and every time you go to a new screen, one enemy appears. It's a good place for leveling, but this area right in here is quicker. So we go down the ladder, fight number 1.
Yes! Double flash!
Now, talking about strength, your strength versus the enemies. Look at that, I'm almost dead here. When you're in the red, you want to heal. Shocking attack.
Yes! Double flash!
So that took 2 double slashes. For any area that you're in, you have different types of enemies. You have the boss, you have mid-grade enemies, and then you have the trash. These enemies are trash. You want to level up to a point where you don't just kill these guys with one attack combination. I'm going to purposely miss this one, just to make a point. You want to get to a point where that one hit kills them. And that's not just here. Any area you go to, as you fight, you'll figure out which enemies are which, and which ones are the lowest grade.
Yes.
Wherever you are,
Double slash.
you want to get to the point where one missed attack combo kills the trash. Dart's all energized now.
Double slash.
Trying to think if there's anything I didn't cover. But yeah, if you stuck with it this far, I think I'm about 40 minutes in, I explained pretty much how the whole game works. The attacks. Later on there's magic added to it. I mean, you could use some magic now, but there's a little more complex magic systems later.
Yes.
And even that's pretty simple.
Double slash. Yes. Double slash.
So yeah, 2 double slashes to kill these guys is ridiculous. That means I am way too weak for this area right now. Oh, let's get this. That everyone? I think that's everyone. So, in the time it took me to do those 3 fights, that was faster than if I went to the next area where you have to run screen to screen to trigger a fight. So now, if I leave and go back in, like I just did, they're magically back, resurrected for me to kill again. And this is where you level grind.
Yes. Double slash. Yes. Double slash.
So talking about the attack combos again, specifically the battle system here, the cues it gives you, in addition to the heads-up display sight that focuses on the enemy, on the right side of the screen, you'll see the button appear, and it will turn red and motion down when you're supposed to press it. There are a couple other cues too, and they all align. So there's the sight on the enemy, the button, and then just listen.
Yes. Double slash.
You hear him grunt. With each attack, you press right at or around the grunt, and you'll hit it almost every time.
Yes. Double slash.
There's also the sound effect of the weapon hitting the character too. Dart took a knee, he's in the red. Let's heal. And let's kill this guy. back when I was doing my run of this game where I max leveled everyone, I got so used to the additions, I could actually put a movie on another TV, watch the movie, and rip off the additions just by sound alone. I knew right where in the attack I needed to hit the button just by listening to the character. I'm not so sure that's something I should brag about. Probably not. But I just did.
Yes! Double lash! Yes! Double lash!
Another level up, alright. So I've been through this room, what, 2-3 times, about? The longer I spend here, the more it's going to take to level up each time. But I still get a steady amount of XP and gold. So it's basically worth the investment of time because they don't get stronger with me. In fact, the hit just went from 5 to 3.
Yes! Double lash! Yes! Double lash!
And I just remembered the last thing I wanted to mention that I started to talk about but didn't. The items in the game. There are 3 items in the game. The Legend Cask, the Ultimate War God, and the Armor of Legend. The Armor of Legend is not available until much later towards the end of the game. Legend Cask and Ultimate War God, awesome weapons, 10,000 gold each. They're available literally 2/3 of the way through the first chapter. So, if you're dedicated enough, and if you really want to get overpowered really early on, focus on the gold. I've been playing this game a little under an hour. I only have 200 gold. Well, 219. If you get one character with the Legend Cask, magic attacks are going to do next to nothing to them. If you give a character the Ultimate War God, you no longer have to press the button to successfully rip off an attack combo. The game does it for you. It does kind of take away the interaction between the player and the game, but it guarantees no misses, no counters, and every single time you do the attack, it counts toward leveling it up. There's a much cheaper War God, I think it's the War God's Amulet, that will successfully rip off an attack, but it doesn't count towards leveling up. The Ultimate War God does. So it's worth getting that. For me. I mean, if you want to be engaged with the game and have to rip off each attack combo every time you do one, then obviously you can save a lot of money. Oh, we're kneeling again. Let's recover.
Yes!
Oh, I missed. I don't know if that's my first actual miss other than Volcano. That might not be my first double slash miss. Or it might be.
Yes!
I don't know.
Double lash!
Let's save, because I've had some progress I have not saved. Almost an hour in. So that's pretty much the start of the game. I think I'm going to call it here. I've talked about how the game plays. I've talked about my personal strategy going through it. There might be others. If you're new to this game, never saw it before, and this is your first time seeing it, let me know if you plan to try it out. If you played this game before and you play it a different way than me, let me know. Until next time, try to be nice to each other, but be better to yourself.